Arizona Reproductive Medicine Specialists are making fertility testing easy and economical with their home testing kits. Here to tell us about it is ARMS Medical Director, Dr. Moffitt. How are you, sir?
Great.
So this is something that I think is going to be very helpful for a lot of people who are kind of embarrassed to come into an office and get tested.
Yeah, I mean, nobody likes to go to the doctor, right? I'm the worst, but especially when it comes to reproductive, they just don't want to do it, and so they postpone it until a time that's a problem, so we're trying to make that easier for them.
So, all right, let's talk about this test. What goes on with this home testing?
So basically, in a normal fertility evaluation, we're testing three things: the tubes, the sperm, and the eggs, right? We can't really test the tubes at home, but we can check sperm and we can check the eggs at home. So we actually have three tests that are on our website, Arizona Reproductive Medicine Specialists. And basically, the first one is the sperm test. It actually has a funny name. It's called Yo Fertility. It's like, yo. But anyway, it's a really advanced test that can check the count and the motility at the same time. And you can basically, in seconds, get the same numbers that your doctor will get when you do a formal semen analysis. So that's great.
Yeah. Let me ask you, why is this one very important, especially when it comes to the men doing this?
Well, a lot of our guys, they just don't want to be tested. 50% of the time, it's a male problem, but they delay, and we end up doing things on the female where we really should wait and focus on them so they can get some answers before they get into other things. So it's a really good test that they can check.
Okay, the next test?
The other two are about the ovaries and the eggs. So basically, ovulation predictor kits, you've seen them out there. There are a lot of them, and they're often very difficult to read. You have to look at these lines, and it's very difficult. The one we have is called Eveline Digital, and basically, you use your smartphone, and it has a reader, and you just put it on the camera thing of the smartphone, and it tells you the answer there. So it's very easy, and ovulation is critical. If you're not ovulating, it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
And
so,
go ahead.
I was going to say, with these results that you're doing here, I mean, you're able to get them right away, too, and to help them.
Right. And then the last one is a check to see if you're running out of eggs. Everybody has heard of the biological clock. People are terrified of that, and they delay going in because of that. Well, you can do a home test. It comes in the mail. You just prick your finger. They check some blood, and then you'll get the actual number, the anti-Mullerian hormone, or AMH number, that is the most critical one in knowing if you're running out of eggs or not. So those three are really critical and will help you know if you're in trouble before you run out of time.
Yeah, and this is very important for those that want to start a family, to start doing these kind of things and not just kind of just go with it. They need to come in and check.
Yeah, I mean, I would say starting at age 30, it'd be really good to do that test just to see where you're at. Not that every 30-year-old has a problem, but you can see if you're good and then go forward with your plan. And so it's really good to get that information early. Our biggest problem is people coming in too late.
Yeah, and we also were talking before about the men and having the problem of getting tested, and usually it's kind of like you said, 50-50, it's their problem there. And we're saying that's where you can check and see, especially if you work outside in the heat and everything, and you're talking kind of like about male men really are at high risk of having low sperm count.
Yeah, especially for us in Phoenix, it's a good idea to see what your level is, because some people have a really high sperm count, and in the summer it just drops down to normal levels. But some people are kind of on the edge, and in the summer they drop below and they have trouble. So it's a good thing to see where you're at different times of the year.
Let me ask you about with testing. Do you recommend it like once a month while you're planning, or is there certain times you should be testing?
So for the ovulation predictor kits, I would just do that to get a sense of where you're at. And so you do that every month for a couple of months and confirm that you're ovulating. For checking to see if you're running out of eggs, I would do that like one time at age 30 and then maybe every 2 years. And then for the sperm, I would check just a couple times during the year to see where you're at, and then you're probably okay.
Yeah, and also the big part is come see you. Exactly. Come sit down and talk and to know the options and everything that you can do for them.
Exactly.
I like it. Information's on the screen right there on how you can find out more about ARMS and their home kit, which is so important. And I like it that you come in and see us, doctor, and talk about this, because it's great for people who want to start families.
Sure.
So,
thanks a lot.
Thank you. Also, don't forget you can log on to the CW7AZ.com to find out more information.
The preceding portion of the Arizona Daily Mix was sponsored by Arizona Reproductive Medicine Specialists.